Bowers Game Corner presents Gen Con Video Bonanza 2014. Made possible by Billionaire Banshee, Guys, Games, and Beer, Dashing Inventor Games, creators of the Simple System role-playing game system, and Zonko, makers of Mobs, the t-shirts that turned life into an RPG.
Ahoy there, YouTube! We're back again today for more of our Gen Con Bonanza Blowout, sponsored by the awesome guys down below. Be sure to check them out. But we have a special treat right now because we're going to be checking out Bigfootses from Bigfootses Games with the creator of the game, Wilbur.
Hi, everybody. I'm going to talk a little bit about Bigfootses here. As many of you probably already know, the accepted plural of the word Bigfoot is Bigfootses. So if you have one Bigfoot, he's called a Bigfoot. If you have two or more, they're called Bigfootses. And again, I'm sure you already knew that, but I just wanted to go over because it's very important for the game mechanics. Otherwise, people get confused and don't really know what the game's about. What the game is about is you take on the role of one of these different Bigfoot hunters, and you go into the woods looking for Bigfootses. And how you do this is once you've established the role of your hunter, is we have two basic decks. We have a Thingies deck, which is basically the treasure deck, and we have the Woods deck, which is more along the lines of an adventure deck. You'll equip yourself with 5 Thingies cards at the beginning of the game, and from there you start playing equipment cards. Equipment cards, for example, here we have the hunting knife, which is a weapon, and can be used to add to your skill in your Bigfoot hunt. Then we also have here the blurry camera, which if you have the blurry camera equipped, when you encounter a Bigfoot, you can snap a blurry picture of it, and when he runs away, you can still sell the picture for a Thingies card, even though you don't actually catch him. So that's always a bonus item. Then we have items that can go in your hand. The items are things that you use for one time only, and they're only good for that one encounter with the Bigfoot. For example, we all know Bigfoot likes beef jerky, so we have a beef jerky card that can add 2 to your skill. And then I got this from a hunter friend of mine. I guess a thing is that you actually douse yourself with the urine of the animal you're hunting to aid you to hide your scent. So we have Bigfoot urine in there. So before you go out to hunt, you want to throw that, over yourself.
Douse it on you.
Right, and that helps you a lot from what I understand. +3 to your skill there. Then we also have shenanigans. Originally these were called action cards, but we did a Kickstarter vote, and the people out on Kickstarter decided they wanted them to be called shenanigans. And types of shenanigans are this fella here, he's breaking some equipment, so one of your opponents can throw that on, break your equipment. This is a Bigfoot hoax. I've heard some of those exist. People actually dress up as Bigfoot and run around and pretend like they're a Bigfoot. Well, if you encounter that guy in the woods, he'll reveal himself to you, and one of your Bigfoot will turn out to be a man, and it's against the law to hold a man in your Bigfoot corral, so you have to let him go. Anyway, those are the different types of cards in the Thingies deck. The different types of cards in the Woods deck, there's not as many of them. What they are is there are events. Here's an event called Profit, where your master plan finally comes to fruition and lets you draw as many Thingies cards as you've already encountered Bigfoot. We have other events, for example, a Bigfoot trap, which if you type in Google right now, Bigfoot trap, you'll find a Bigfoot trap in northern Oregon maintained by the U.S. Forestry Services since 1974 that looks exactly like that box.
It's good government spending.
You can't make that up. It exists. Go check it out. Anyway, other things that you can encounter is Nessie. If you encounter Nessie, you roll a dice, maybe not. Maybe there's a Bigfoot riding on her back. That's where I would picture him being if he wasn't in the woods. But the main thing you're looking for here are Bigfootses. And what we have are 20 different Bigfootses, ranging in elusiveness from a baby Bigfoot all the way up to the Bigfoot Rex, which is half dinosaur, half Bigfoot. Yeah, he's quite formidable. But anyway, you capture the Bigfootses, you put them in your corral. The more you capture, the more skill that you acquire. The more items you have, the more equipment you have, the more skill you acquire, and it helps you catch other Bigfootses. First 1 to 10 victory points wins the game.
And how many players does it play? How long does it take roundabout?
It's 2 to 6 players. It takes about 15 minutes per player. So the 2-player game takes about a half an hour. The 6-player game takes about an hour and a half.
And you had this on Kickstarter, but it is released now, correct?
Right. We kickstarted it last fall. We got 225 backers, sold about 350 copies, and brought it here to Gen Con, and it's been received very well. So we're very excited about it.
Yes, I just want to point out over there was a giant stack of these, and now that is all that is left on Sunday. So that is absolutely fantastic. Now, we'll give another shout out because you don't have it with you, but you're actually going to be having another game coming out relatively soon, correct, on Kickstarter?
Right. What we're doing is a game called Pazik, which is a post-apocalyptic zombie-infested city. And how you play it is you are the leader of a survivor camp on the edge of Pazik, the post-apocalyptic zombie-infested city. And every round you have to make decisions on what you're going to do. Send your survivors after which types of resources. Are you going to battle the zombie horde? Are you going to invade other people's camps? Are you going to try to take a hospital and secure the hospital from other zombies so you can get resources? Are you going to use the resources you've acquired to build a medical tent on your camp? The unique thing about Pazik is that every survivor card is going to have a picture of the survivor on the front of it. When that survivor gets hurt, you flip him over and he becomes a zombie, which looks exactly like he used to, except now he's a zombie. The thing with Pazik is it's a last man standing game. There's no way to defeat the zombie horde. There's no way to win. It's just the last person to have one survivor left wins the game.
And that's coming to Kickstarter. When do you know yet?
Probably in March of 2015.
All right. Very, very cool. As Wilbur from Bigfootses Games. If you're intrigued by this game, this awesome artwork, be sure to check them out. Oh, yeah. Website, social media, anything like that to steer people towards?
Website is www.bigfootses.com, and our Facebook page is facebook.com/Bigfootses.
Thank you very much, Wilbur. If you're enjoying this Gen Con coverage, please be sure to check out our sponsors and be sure to subscribe down below. As always, thanks for your time, YouTube.
Bowers Game Corner presents Gen Con Video Bonanza 2014. Made possible by Billionaire Banshee, Guys, Games, and Beer, Dashing Inventor Games, creators of the Simple System role-playing game system, and Zonko, makers of Mobs, the t-shirts that turn life into an RPG.